If you are somebody that is interested in trying to become successful, right? You're trying to become financially successful, you're trying to become rich, you are interested in becoming wealthy, no problem. But you still have a negative stereotype within your mind towards people that are homeless, towards people that are a bit less fortunate, towards people that didn't necessarily grow up in the best environment possible. Bro, give it up. Give it up. Go put the fries in the bag. Go get a job. You're not going to make it. I'm going to just be honest. Anybody that still has like a negative connotation, a negative mindset towards people that are a bit less fortunate in this world is never going to become successful. And let me explain to you why. And you see, the irony with this is when it comes to us, like let's just say us as an example, us collectively as human beings, when it comes to our very own wants, desires, needs, when it comes to those things, we will easily satisfy them, no problem. Like let's just say like our desires and wants. When it comes to those things, we'll like easily satisfy them, no problem. We will go to the store, we will go to the mall and spend thousands of dollars, no issue, no questions asked. We'll easily spend $5,000, $10,000, $1,000, well, however much money, when it comes to satisfying and making ourselves feel and look good to society, right? But and there's nothing wrong with that, mind you. But the thing is that when it comes to the person that's down across the street asking for some food, asking for some spare change, you hesitate to even give them $5. And this is the problem. And my thing is like, how the hell are we so hesitant to give these people at least a little bit of money, right? But we're over here spoiling ourselves rotten. This is the issue. This is the issue. This is why I'm saying anybody that is having this kind of mentality or has this same kind of mindset towards people that are a bit less fortunate in this world, homeless people, whatever, people with physical disabilities, you're not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Go get a job. Go put the fries in the bag. Because you're simply not going to make it. Because we have failed to realize and understand, or more importantly, we have completely forgotten this one concept entirely. And it's this idea that the energy that you decide to put out into the world eventually comes back in a circle and it comes back to you. We have forgotten this completely, entirely. Well, it does depend on your intention, right? Because people think that, hey, let me give out money, but they'll never receive that same money back. And it's a bit deeper than that, right? And this is something that we have completely forgotten, and it does depend on your intentions, right? And just so that I am not bullshitting you, let me give you an example how I was able to apply this principle into my very own life and see the magic of life itself, right? So back when I was, bro, I'll be forgetting my age sometimes. I'm not even gonna lie. But like back when I was like 16, I worked a job at a grocery store. 16 to 17, I was working a job at a grocery store known as Safeway. And occasionally, or not occasionally, but pretty frequently, there would be people snooping around the parking lot while I was like pushing carts, asking for some spare change, asking for like a little bit of money. I'm like, all right, sure, why not? I'm not a pussy, right? So I would give them whatever I kind of had on hand, $5, $10, maybe $20, $15, just whatever that I had. And it's very interesting because I'll never forget this one day. So it was a Saturday afternoon. I gave this individual, he was like one of those people that I was talking about that is a bit like less fortunate. He was like asking for some spare change. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I'll give him $5, right? Because I genuinely wanted to, right? And I gave him $5, whatever. Went about my day, did my job, ended my shift, went back to the house. The next day on Sunday, right, I returned back to work, did my thing out in the parking lot while I was pushing carts. It was a $5 bill. Mind you, it was a $5 bill I gave that individual from Saturday. So the next day, I was outside pushing carts, doing my job. This lady comes up to me. She rolls down her window. It was a nice elderly lady. She rolls down her window, gives me $5. That same exact $5 I gave that individual yesterday, she gave me that same exact $5 back. And so when this happened, it made me truly realize and understand the magic of the world, the magic of just life itself. I'm like, wow, this stuff is really real. But because people don't know how to put it into action, because people don't know how to actually put it into practice, we'll never actually realize and understand little simple things and rules of life like this. So for me, even growing up, I remember my parents, both of my parents would always tell me like, hey, don't give out to homeless people. And I don't know if it's just me, but when I was growing up, my parents would always tell me like, hey, don't give out to homeless people. Don't do anything. Don't look at them, yada, yada, yada. And to this day, it still never sat right with me. And I understand why. This idea of you should never give back to the homeless. You should never give out to people that are a bit less fortunate, that are asking for some spare change. You know, it's never sat right with me, and it never will. It never will. And it's because of the fact that this mindset is actually blocking you from actually being able to live a life that's aligned with you. And I'd even argue that people like that actually think like this are not actually going to become financially successful. They can, but it's just like, I don't think it will last long term. I'd argue it won't last long term. I'd argue. Because listen, for us to even be afraid of wanting to give back out to people that are a bit less fortunate than us, right? For us to, and listen, this isn't even about the money. Because what is money actually? Like, what is like money at its essence, at its core? It's energy. So in this case scenario, let's say, because money is abundance, it's the energy of abundance, right? It's like a physical manifestation of abundance, right? So for us to be afraid of wanting to give out this energy, and then we wonder why it never comes back to us, it's like, I wonder why. Listen, the issue also is we also think that we could just give out money to somebody and randomly we'll just see that same money back somehow. It really is truly dependent on your intention. And what I've actually realized when I did decide to run this little experiment of how life and you know the wave of energy actually kind of circles back into you, right? When I did used to work at Safeway, when I did used to work a job at a grocery store, what it made me realize is that when you give out with the genuine intention of wanting to help out that person, I'm talking about like you give out with the intention of genuinely within your soul, within your heart. You're just giving out to help this person out. You genuinely want to be able to like help them out truly from the bottom of your heart. You will get that in return. But because a lot of us, we just give out with the intention of scarcity, of lack. And then we wonder why that same energy of abundance that we decided to give out into the world didn't come back to us. It's because our intentions were completely off. Our intentions did not align with the energy that we were actually trying to push out into the world. We're trying to give out abundance from an intention of scarcity, of lack, of not actual financial abundance. And this is actually the problem, people. So for us to truly move into that next stage of our lives that we all envision ourselves becoming or living in the near future, dude, we have to remove this like mental block or this idea or this stereotype of people that are less fortunate, people that are homeless, people that are just in bad, messed up situations in life in general, physically. Right? We have to get rid of this idea, because until we do, we're never going to be able to truly achieve that long-term form of success that we're all looking to attain in our very own lives. And also as well, like the way that I like to personally think about it is, you know, and there's also people on social media as well that they have money, they're rich, they're making like 6 figures a month, 7 figures a month, right? And they'll spend tons of money on things that don't really matter, right? Or essentially like the example I brought up earlier of how we love to like spoil ourselves rotten, right? So bro, I would see these people, they're making stupid money, but when it comes to the less fortunate, right, people that are in messed up situations, they're asking for some spare change, they'll only give them like $20, or you know, even worse, they won't even give them anything at all. Yo, I cannot be around anyone that does that. Nope. Like, gotta go, bro. The door is there. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it, bro, because I feel like anyone that does do that, never gonna have long-term success. I'm telling you, anybody that does that, sure, they're successful, sure, they're rich, sure, they have money. This is not gonna last long-term, right? Because how is it that you're already making all this money, but you're still in a attention or like a mindset of scarcity, lack, and lack? Like, nah, bro. Like, you have to be a wuss. Anytime I see a homeless person, I'm like, oh yeah, it's time for me to prove, you know, myself to the world, to prove myself to the universe, or just whatever, right? I'm like, oh yeah, it is time. And I give them like whatever I have, even if it's like, well, I don't even like to give anything like less than like $10, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, it's just about understanding and realizing, people, that the energy that you do decide to give out with a genuine intention from the bottom of your heart of wanting to help out these people will always come back to you 24/7. I'm telling you, I tried it out for myself, and I encourage anyone that is also watching this video to go ahead and try it for your very own self. Really, listen, anybody that is watching this video, you need to try this for yourself. Try it for yourself and let me know your thoughts or how it went for you down below in the comments. So this doesn't have to be with the idea of abundance. It could be with love if you're trying to look for a relationship. Because what are these things at the end of the day? Money is a physical manifestation of abundance. You know, relationships is really just a physical manifestation of love, right? Hate and well, envy is just envy. There's no physical manifestation of it. I mean, some people are, but you get what I'm trying to say. So if you're interested in trying to become abundant, financially successful, give out that same energy back onto people. But do it, listen to me, do it with the actual genuine intention of, hey, I want to help out people. Hey, I just want to be able to bless somebody. Hey, I just want to, give back to the community. I just want to do it. I genuinely want to do it because I want to do it, right? Or if you're trying to be in a relationship, give out that energy, because what is a relationship at its essence? It's love, the energy of love. Give out that same energy of love back to people, but not because you want to receive back, but because you're just doing it for fun, because you genuinely enjoy it, because you just do it to do it. You do it for the love of the game, right? Or if you want to receive, like, let's say you're an envious person watching this video, I don't know. If you want to receive more hate and envy into your life, hey, give out that same energy back. Give it out with the genuine intention of, like, hey, I don't like this person at all, and see how it comes back to you in abundance. Try this. If you're watching this video, I'm being so serious. Try it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments and tell me exactly what happened, and I'll go ahead and look at it. But yeah, y'all, so like I mentioned before, anyone that's watching this, you need to try it, because this stuff is actual, it's real. It's not magic, it's real. The energy that you decide to give out into the world eventually comes back in a circle and returns back to you. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Try out that challenge that I mentioned to you earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video off that. Thank y'all for watching, and that's King Wellness, and I'm out.